What's happening, guys? Welcome to the Wanderlost vlog with me, Jesse Manfra. So this is going to be a horse of a different color today. This is still going to be the vlog, but this episode is also going to serve the purpose of being an update for all of the beautiful souls that help donate to the Indie-a-GoGo campaign. So for those of you who don't know, we launched an Indie-a-GoGo campaign for our latest documentary on tiny homes, which actually now has a title. We're calling it 300 Square Feet. The tiny house that we stayed in East Wakefield, New Hampshire, was actually only 300 square feet, and we crammed 5 people into that space. I'm not super good at maths, but that's not many square feet per peoples. I myself am 6'4", and that's just vertically. That's not even my full dimensions. So the reason we had to launch an Indie-a-GoGo campaign and crowdfund for this episode, where we didn't do that for local food, is there was just some more costs involved in doing this episode. We knew we wanted to stay in a tiny house, and we had to rent out the tiny house. And actually, the tiny house didn't even have heat installed. It was still being worked on, so we paid a little bit of extra money to expedite that process, so that when we got in there, we all didn't look like Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant. Also, for this episode, when we stayed at the tiny house, I had a couple extra sets of hands helping me out. I had my girlfriend, Pau, taking photos that we can use on social media, which is super helpful because that was something I was definitely lacking in the past. I also had 2 friends from my co-ed fraternity that I was in while I was at Emerson College. It's called Zeta Phi Eta, by the way, so a little shout out, little plug. They do some really cool stuff. So yeah, we had 2 people from there. That was Becca and Lucy. They were helping run camera and just overall really helping out. They really pulled their weight. I knew I was asking a lot of them to, come and stay in this tiny house for a weekend and put up with a lack of space and adequate plumbing, but they did a great job and they were great sports, and I couldn't have asked for better help. Then there was also my good friend, producer of Wanderlost, Christopher Hughes. I have to say, he was probably the MVP of the week. He made sure that we were all fed. He was definitely the mom of the group. I don't think he'd mind me calling him the mom of the group. I mean, he didn't have the soccer mom jeans or the minivan, but other than that, he was definitely the mom of the group. He made sure that we were all well fed, taken care of, warm. And in fact, a little story, we were talking about, okay, so what are we gonna have for dinner? And I just thought, let's go with the easy option. I'll just order pizzas. He looked at me, he was like, a little lame, Jesse. Pizzas? Really? Come on. So I was like, well, do you have anything else in mind? And he said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got this. Okay. So we got up there. Dude pulls out lettuce wraps like he just started working at P.F. Chang's. He's got all this food, all this amazing stuff, puts out a huge spread. It was like room service. It was amazing. And I couldn't have asked for a better producer to be helping me on this series. The beautiful thing with editing these episodes is you're never really sure how it's going to turn out until the very end. You probably have some idea of what it should look like, but how it actually looks is always very different. And as you're editing it, it just takes on a life of its own, and you just sort of roll with it. And by the end of it, you have this final product, and it's something to really be proud of. And I think what I'm more amazed with is the support I've been getting on the Indie-a-GoGo campaign. I'm just out of college and I'm starting to pay back my loans and working a 9-to-5 job. And it can be a lot of work. And then trying to add in Wanderlost on top of that can be a lot. But it's definitely a passion. And seeing all of you guys support us on Indie-a-GoGo, it's been a huge motivator. And it's definitely helping me stick with it, and it's telling me that this is important and I should keep it going. I love what I'm doing, and the fact that you guys are saying that you love it too and you want to help us and support us and see more means the world to me. So this episode is for you guys. It's for everyone that helps support us on 300 Square Feet, and you're going to get to take a look at it firsthand before anyone else. And I can't wait to show that to you in a couple of weeks. Make sure to stay updated on all things Wanderlost by checking out the links in the description below. And with that, music up.